Standard equation of an ellipse, we have 3 examples. For each example, use the given characteristics to find the standard equation. The first one in yellow, I have a center at 2, -1, and then a vertex at 2, 1/2. The minor axis length is equals to 2. Okay, so first of all, I sketched the center. So the center is right over here, and then the vertex is the one of the vertices is 2, 1/2. Now, how do I know that this is a vertical ellipse? The answer is very simple. So 2, -1, right? So just picture this in your mind. You have an xy plane. Just plot a center at 2, -1. So 2, -1, that is in which quadrant? That is in the 4th quadrant, right? And then what about 2, 1/2? So 2, 1/2, y is positive. Do we agree that that point is above the center? So this one, if this is a 2, -1, and then the 2, 1/2 is right over here. So 2, 1/2 is right over here. So now I have these 2 points. So this is a vertex. The vertex must be on the major axis. So therefore, I know this is a vertical ellipse. So that's why, because the center is in here, the vertex is right over here. The vertex must be on the major axis. So that's why I know that this is a vertical ellipse. So if the center is right over here and then the vertex is right over here, then I know that this must be a horizontal ellipse. But that is not the case, right? Okay. So what else do we know? We know that the minor axis length is equals to 2. So that's why in red, I have 1 and 1. So that's, and then also I know that B is equals to 2. And then 2b is the length of minor axis. Okay, what else do we know? So we have 2, -1 and 2, 1/2. And then what is A represent? A represents from the center to one of the vertices, right? So A is equals to, we are going to take the bigger y value, subtract the smaller y value. So we have 1/2 minus 1. So 1/2 minus 1. 1/2 minus -1. So that is 1/2 plus 1, which is equals to 3 over 2. So we know that A is equals to 3 over 2. And then 2A is the length of major axis. Okay, now we have A, we have B, we have H and K. We can just recall the equation. For vertical ellipse, the standard equation is x minus h squared divided by b squared plus y minus k squared divided by a squared equals to 1. And then you just plug in. So you have x minus 2 square, b is equals to 2, then this is a 2 square, plus y minus k minus -1, which is a plus 1 square divided by a square. A square is 3 over 2 square, and then that is equals to 1. So this is the standard equation of this ellipse. So moving on to the next problem. The next problem, we have a center. We have A equals to 2c, and then we have 2 vertices. We have a center, so the center is 1, 4. Let's match the color first. So the center 1, 4, that is right over here. How do I know that this is a vertical ellipse? Easy. 1, 4, look at the 2 vertices. X, they are all equals to 1. That means they are within the same vertical line. And then Y is different. So we have Y equals to 4 in the middle. Y equals to 0 must be below 4. And then Y equals to 8 must be above 4. So that is how the XY plane works. So since they are all in the major axis, so that's how I know that this ellipse is vertical. And then what else can we figure out? We can figure out A immediately. So A is from the center to one of the vertices, which is 4 units away, right? So if you want to calculate what that equals to, so it is easy. So you can do A minus 0, which is the entire major axis, and then once you divide it by 2, so you get 4. So the vertices are 4 units away from the center. So vertices are 4 units away the center. So now I got A equals to 4, and then to figure out C, I can just use this formula. So A is equals to 4. So A is equals to 4. So 4 is equals to 2C, and then C is equals to 2. So C is equals to 2. Then I can calculate B. So A is equals to 4, C is equals to 2. And then the relationship between A, B, and C is B squared equals to A squared minus C squared, which is equals to 4 square minus 2 square. You have a 16 minus 4, which is equals to 12, and then B is equals to square root of 12. And then we have A, B, H, and K. We can just write the standard equation. So the standard equation for a vertical ellipse is x minus h square, and then over B square plus y minus h square over A square, that is equals to 1. So therefore, we have x minus h over B square, which is the square root of 12 square. I would like to make this look like the standard equation, so that's why I never square out the 12. Even though the center is at 0, 0, I keep the 0 inside the parentheses. So plus y minus 4 square divided by A square, which is a 4 square, that is equals to 1. And then you have your box, so you box your formula. All right, how about the last one? The last one, we have a center, and then we have a foci. As always, sketch whatever you have. Plot the points, and then sketch whatever you have. You have a center. The center is at 3, 2, and then for the two foci, y is at 2. So that's why they must stay within the same horizontal line. X is different. So x is equals to 3, x is equals to 1, x is equals to 5. When you plot this on the xy plane, I can tell that this is a horizontal ellipse. And then what else do they know? Actually, I erased one of the givens. This is one of the given. A is equals to 3C. I didn't write that down. So before we get into that, we have a center, we have foci. What is C? C is the distance between the center and one of the foci. So C is equals to, by observation, from the center to one of the foci, we can tell that C is equals to 2 units from foci. So center, I should say center is 2 units away from foci. 2 units away from foci. So that means from 3 to 5, this is a 2 units. From 3 to 1, this is a 2 units. So since we know that A is equals to 3C, then A is equals to 3 times 2, A is equals to 6. And then in order to write the standard equation, I need B as well. The relationship between A, B, and C is B squared equals to A square minus C square, which is equals to 6 square minus 2 square. We have a 36 minus 4, which is equals to 32. And then as a result, B is equals to square root of 32. We do not take the plus or minus because distance cannot be negative. And then finally, we recall the formula x minus h squared. Unlike the previous two problem, this is a horizontal ellipse, so we let A goes first. Equals to 1, so we have x minus h. H is 3, and then square divided by A square. A is 6, then this is a 6 square. Y minus K. K is equals to 2 square, and then B is root 32, and then you square that, and then that equals to 1. Okay, when you do homeworks and exam online, they might want you to put this as 36 and then this. You simplify as much as possible. But when I am writing my notes, I would like to have the standard equation similar to the formula. That's why I keep that as a 6 square and then square root of 32 square. Alright, so that is also the end of this video. If you like the way I explain standard equation of an ellipse, give this video a thumbs up. If this is something that you want to see in the future, click the subscribe button. As always, I truly appreciate your help and support. I will meet you all in the next video. Signing out.